Steve, it is not a surprise, unfortunately, but it should be a concern to all Americans. This is not just something that the Biden administration is pushing or supporting. If you remember when this first came out, we heard from Republicans, leading Republicans as well, people like Karl Rove, who said, hey, look, this is an important mission for the Department of Homeland Security. They just chose the wrong person to lead it. So what we're really seeing here is this is the permanent Washington establishment seeing this quote unquote Ministry of Truth, this information board, as their propaganda arm and their means to control what we see, what we say, what we think. And it's really because they reject the Constitution and they see our freedom of speech as a threat to their power. And to me, this sounds a whole lot more like a dictatorship than a democracy, which, again, is why we've got to get back to the Constitution and why we've got to stand up and take action to make sure something like this is not allowed to continue.
And the mindset that it reveals, the kind of total arrogance that this is okay, that it's fine to just sort of label anyone who disagrees with this as our enemies. I mean, that's really shocking.
The arrogance just is oozing out of them, and the fact that they don't seem to be aware of it is just as disturbing. But even when you look at how they're seeking to kind of work around the Constitution that exists to protect our rights and freedoms, they're doing this by partnering with these big tech social media companies and basically saying, hey, you're going to do our dirty work. You're going to go and work on this censorship and kind of making sure people are not saying things we don't want them to say, because they know that if they just did it outright, if our government did this outright, the things that they were talking about in these documents you released, there would be an outcry. There would be protests in the streets. And so the fact that they are essentially working hand in glove with big tech shows just how much disregard they have for the Constitution. And you said they have no desire, no interest to work for the people, our Constitution, of the country.